What is up, Reject Nation? We're gonna watch the third episode of WandaVision today. Thank you so much for clicking on our video. If you haven't done so already, please subscribe and click that notification bell to get notified when our next WandaVision reaction is up. So Covian.
Good to see you.
If you enjoy our reaction, please go ahead and hit that like button. And as previously mentioned, full-length reaction watch-alongs where you sync up with the time code for WandaVision are all over at our Patreon page. Thank you to everyone who's already become a Patronage already this month alone. This qualifies as reaction highlights, but at our Patreon, we cover plenty of TV shows with the same tier. You get the option for reaction highlights and watch-alongs included. Last but not least, Eric over at Nerd Chronic. Give this guy a follow. He's been a great friend, has helped out in more ways than one, was a savior to our channel in so many ways last year, actually, is what I meant to say. Yep, follow him, he's great. Let's do this.
It's nice to hop back and forth between this and Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. because with Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I get the classic Marvel page-turning sound ASMR experience. And with this, you get the triumphant, you know, orchestral treatment.
Don't overplug the Patreon.
You know, guys, I do Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. reactions on Patreon.
God, I really hope we get a new credit every season,
Yeah.
every episode. So did Wanda watch a lot of sitcoms?
She just must have the biggest binge-watching habit.
She really knows
in
her
regular
sitcoms.
life.
Yep. Definitely pregnant. You're at about 4 months now. Is that right?
4 months. That's great.
Every new father-to-be gets nervous.
Well, I have nerves of steel, so there goes your theory, Mr. Doctor.
What the hell?
I think you might have taken the hedge trimming a little too far there, old chum. Thanks, buddy. Yeah.
Okay.
Strangest thing just happened outside with her. Whoa, Nelly! You've gotten bigger.
Wow.
I can't wait to be a proud papaya.
Good, now I know what this looked like.
Kicking? Already?
Oh, it's such a strange sensation. It's kind of fluttery.
They're fighting each other in there, aren't they?
Yeah, they're having a battle.
I can't wait to meet you, little Billy.
Billy?
Yeah.
Well, I was thinking Tommy. Just a...
Ah.
Why choose?
It's due Friday afternoon.
In 3 days? Maybe I should sit down.
Oh.
I think we have an understanding. Stop the clock. Time.
Your personal best.
Yes. We are nothing if not prepared.
Ooh. Yeah, it's not working. I can still feel it.
Sorry.
Oh! Oh!
Stopped. Do these earrings make me look fat?
Oh, thank God.
It seems the people of Westview are always on the verge of discovering our secret.
But it's more than that, isn't it?
Uh-oh. The fact that we're in color?
I think something's wrong
Been
here.
rapidly going through decades.
Yes, I know what you mean.
Oh.
The truth is, we are in uncharted waters.
Wanda.
I thought that was a glitch at first.
Oh no, darling, are you all right?
This is a real one.
What?
Oh no.
I thought you said Friday.
It's floating.
So Vision must have really been brought back to life if he's like figuring things out and stuff.
Yeah. No, it's a different person's body. He's just in it right now.
Yes, dear?
I think my water just broke.
Oh no.
Yes, dear.
Oh goodness. Does that mean that what was raining on them was...
Sorry, Mom.
It's the most expensive sitcom of all time.
Serious?
Hydra soap.
Hydra soap.
Oh my god.
Except he might have already left for vacation. Well, in fairness, darling, the baby is approximately 9 months early.
He is so funny.
God, she's selling this, man.
I gotta borrow a bucket. Not to wear, to use.
Not to wear.
I think it's just here under the sea.
What?
Excuse me?
Would you look at that? What? Fruit.
Rude.
Thank you. Say, Wanda. I got a question for you.
Oh no, she's taking a seat. Damn it.
Well, my boss, Mr. Haddix, he was going crazy yesterday.
Oh.
Jumping out when he least expects it. What was that? It was like a chattering sound, like,
Oh, like a. That's my new ice maker built right into the fridge.
you're fancy. And wouldn't you know it, in that moment, in walks the client.
Oh.
How does she not know?
I don't know.
He didn't fire you.
Oh, sugar. He hired me.
Good for you, Geraldine.
Is that what I think it is? A crib.
The baby's coming.
You're pregnant? You know you're breathing.
Just running past all these things.
Jesus.
Oh my god. This looks like such a fun set.
One's gonna come speeding out, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just shoot out.
You got another one in there, Wanda.
Damn, she snapped that umbilical cord right quick. Okay.
Oh no, I missed it.
Aww.
Well, don't you want to meet your son as yourself?
Oh, buddy.
Hello there, little Tommy. Yes, Tommy.
That was great.
Good timing.
Dude, Elizabeth Olsen's comedy skills in this episode are top notch, man.
I don't think we'll get away after all. So hard to escape.
Howdy, neighbors.
Howdy.
Remarkable day we're having. Did you lose power too?
Oh, sure did. But Ralph looks better in the dark, so I'm not complaining.
Here he is, this guy.
I hope.
Hey, buddy.
Love these matte paintings too.
I know, they're great, right?
Is Geraldine inside with Wanda?
Yes, why?
Herb is racist.
Definitely.
I had a brother. His name was Pietro.
Oh.
He was killed by Ultron. Wasn't he?
What did you say?
She's new to town. Brand new.
No husband.
Well, there's nothing wrong with that.
No home.
What did you say
Uh-oh.
just now?
Wanda's not gonna like you.
What did you say about Pietro?
Uh-oh.
She came here because we're all...
What are you trying to tell me?
What is that? What? That.
Christ's sakes. The symbol is sword. We know the symbol is sword. We should have said it in the moment. Damn it. We've been saying it's sword since before we started watching the damn show. We know it's sword. Stop typing.
Damn, which is scary, which is bad. so tense.
Better get going. That macrame is not going to hitch itself.
Wanda?
What happened
Yeah, where did...
Where's Geraldine?
Yeah.
Oh, she left, honey. She had to rush home.
Oh, dude, she's becoming like a villain. Oh my god. Oh yeah, she kicked her out of the world. Yeah, she kicked her out, man. This was okay. Yeah, this is our world. Yeah. There's like a mystery into like who all of them are now.
Yeah.
That's always been the mystery. Is like some of these people are just fabricators, some of these people are real that are here. You know?
And how aware are they of anything that's going on?
Seems like they're all real. Damn, dude. Elizabeth Olsen's performance in this whole episode, that was great. Yeah. She's great. Like, she was the standout. Like her performance was certainly the highlight for me.
Oh yeah, I mean she just brought so much. Like she had so much chemistry, and she brought so much out of everyone around her.
Now the journey of all the comedic moments, the pregnancy scene, right down to when she feels threatened.
Yeah.
Aren't you glad we read House of M so we could get some of that?
So that we can get peripheral details.
Yeah. Like she cares about her kids.
That's right.
Don't take that away from her because she'll go mad.
I almost feel like they took the intro and outro scenes of that and were like, let's set a show in there.
It's just so fun because this doesn't feel like a superhero show at all.
Yeah, yeah.
And in that moment, you're like, oh damn, Wanda's gonna go full villain.
Yeah. Is this gonna get really dark?
Like
really
how far are they gonna push Wanda? They're gonna go that all out as like in the comics where they make her go full villain. That was part of the fun part of that moment. Anyway, yeah, like we were just talking about before the credits stopped with Elizabeth Olsen's performance of handling all this. Now my mind's going, and I think it's really cool that Marvel is doing this series and really building up a strong mystery to keep you hooked. Because it's starting to appear like most, if not everyone, knows what this world is, except Vision's left out of it, and it's like she built this world with people in it strictly to have this life with Vision that was robbed from her, so then she has her kids. Of course, like Monica Rambeau, Sword, interfering, stepping in there, you know, like kick them out because she wants to keep this world. I wonder if they'll go and fill in what happened after Endgame and then go into here.
I mean, it's a big question.
Because she shows up and kicks, like, helps fight Thanos, and then now we're here. Yeah. There has to be a little bit of a filling gap, but I like the structure of what they're taking with, like especially with literally they're in a pocket dimension, and then they change the dimensions on screen to show you, like, okay, now we're in the real world, at least the MCU real world. Monica Rambeau's their agents or whatever like that. Man, it's fascinating. It's fascinating stuff. I love when they take this moment to become like this percolating horror mystery.
Well, yeah, and I feel like that's a motif they've been building on gradually, at least across these first 3 episodes, and I think it's it's an attest to both the performers' skills and deftness in being able to pivot on a dime. Just one little line can turn the scene from light and bubbly to something that, all of a sudden has this percolating sense of dread. I think they've done a really nice job of, in the first episode, it was just little earmarks, little peculiar things, and then the second one, it's a little bit more, and now in this one, it becomes this whole sequence of like, oh, each time it happens, I get more and more worried that like shit is gonna hit the fan. Yeah. And it's a great way, I think, to build tension and to just keep you off your guard, because there's enough whimsy that is legitimately fun and that is just being caused by, the circumstances of like, her birth contractions and things are being personified, but then there are other things where you're like, oh, like what is an outside presence trying to manipulate this? And I love love too the motif that again they've been building on of her correcting this reality whenever it brushes up against a scenario that she doesn't like or that brings up too much inner trauma or something like that.
Yeah, they know how to do that in the right moments. You just keep it spooky enough. Like when Vision starts questioning the reality, and then and I was like, oh crap, something's wrong with our screen.
We're doing so well. Oh wait, no.
Yeah.
It's the reality of the show.
Yeah. It's so easy to get wrapped up in the world that Wanda has created that as an audience member, you're in the perspective of like, I'm a participant in Wanda's world.
Yeah.
I find that so interesting because it's like spooky and scary. You're questioning things. And as the audience, I'm like, no, I'm questioning it. Vision's questioning it. And then snap, they go back to the sitcom. And then a second later, I'm just on board with the sitcom.
Yeah, I know.
Like, as the audience member, I'm like back in the sitcom, and I'm just right there. I'm not like, what was that? Huh? Questions, John? You know what's going on? Yeah. I'm just like, I'm just going back into the sitcom. I'm like a part of the world.
Absolutely.
I think that's good. That's damn good directing and writing right there.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm right there with you because it is that thing of I really think that they know inside and out all of the film styles they're trying to, pay tribute to
True.
or parody, but then, yeah, the way that they're able to take those and to really infuse them beyond, just the aesthetics is wild because, yeah, it does just pull you into whatever's happening at the time.
Yeah.
And I was right there with you in just being suckered right back into the fun,
Yeah. It sounds like these people want to keep the world, and Monica was undercover. Because I thought she might have been in like a Vision position where maybe she went into this world intentionally, but then she like lost her memory.
Yeah.
And now she believes this identity.
She's in too deep.
But damn, they got the questions going. Like, okay, are these people real?
Yeah.
Seems like Vision's real because Vision's questioning everything. So she really brought him back to life. But can she only keep him alive in this kind of Mind Stone manipulation world? Like, is he in some type of, crazy purgatory, and this is the only way she can exist with him?
This is just a really well-hewn mystery.
But damn, it's pretty crazy because, like, yeah, they're cute in Civil War, when they're starting up their romance, and yeah, I was heartbroken when Vision died in Infinity War. But you do just cut to, yeah, they've been a couple for a while. Here we are. But to get their chemistry and scenes here, like, I was so touched. After she had the first baby and Vision showed up. Yeah. It's like, what was the line about, like, as your real self or something like that?
Oh,
like,
yeah,
so
don't you want to meet him as your real self or something like that?
Oh, I was so moved by that.
Yeah.
And then from coming off of reading House of M and knowing how Wanda can react to kids and stuff, this is heartbreaking if this gets stripped away from her. If this world that Wanda has created, obviously, and not a real world that she's created, if this is stripped away from her, that's heartbreaking. I really am so into them as a couple. I love them as a couple.
Yeah.
And I think one thing you can define for, as much as they're doing it to relish or like embellish in the world of these sitcoms right now, as we've been getting to know their chemistry better, they're the Marvel couple now. They're already there. They're the couple, like the couple in Marvel, and their chemistry is great. And the fact that you get these amazingly different portrayals of them and these completely different shades and really give them personality, they're usually pretty dry. Not bad. I'm not saying bad, but they're dry and kind of straightforward with their performances. To really get all these different shades of their personality and performances, I'm like, I like them in the movies. And now I'm like, I'm in love with them.
It's like there's an actual investment in them as individuals and them as
they did
a couple.
They did it, man.
Yeah.
They did it.
And this is, I think, the magic that we hopefully have to look forward to from the Disney Plus side of the MCU, because as much as, there are a lot of great MCU films, but some of them, the more characters get in, there's not enough time to do as much character endearment or character unpacking, especially for, this is like, you said it, they're like the couple right now of Marvel, because this is like the first big scale Marvel romance story also, and I admire the way they've been able to keep this feeling cohesive and consistent, despite the fact that each episode is a totally different era, totally different TV type of sitcom.
I love how it's not a superhero show.
Yeah, it's like,
I love love that it's not a superhero show.
And even as it's not, it still doesn't skimp on the super stuff here and there. It's like you still get all the stuff you would want, but in a package and a presentation that's quite different. I feel like that's the one big theme out of House of M that maybe will come through all of this, is that sort of, I built us a world where we can be happy just having everything we want, and that's not gonna work, you know?
Yeah.
Not everybody is gonna be able to hang with that, and I'm so worried for them.
Yeah, that's I mean, like, now I'm worried
for them.
for them, yeah, because I'm like, well, damn, if shit really hits the fan, I mean, things will get crazy, shit will start hitting the fan. I don't know to what extent. I mean, they have kids now.
Yeah. It seems like the table is fully set now as of this third episode.
And I think in the moment with the kids, what was happening, because she brought up her brother, Tommy is Speed. Wiccan is Billy.
Yeah.
Wiccan has like more of the magical abilities, and Speed, I wonder what his powers are. Speed.
He's strung out and he needs an intervention. That's what
He
his
can shrink,
problem is.
right? That's his power.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
got super strength.
Super strength.
He's
invisible.
He's Speed. And I think in that moment she was creating this world where she was giving the power of Speed to him. And I think that's why she was reminiscing on her brother, started singing a song. I felt like she was kind of imbuing him with that ability. In that moment to bring her brother back in some way. She's dealt with a lot of trauma when you think about it within the MCU. The loss of her brother, what happened in Civil War, of course the loss of Vision. She's had a lot of devastating loss, and it looks like they're really visiting all of, and on top of that, you know, she was an experiment. You know? Like, so there's a whole all that childhood stuff she's got to deal with too. So dealing with all this information, it looks like, yeah, I could get why your mind's a little messed up. You know?
Yeah.
I could get why you've kind of, especially when you have the capabilities and the powers to do this. But also the fact that she was able to just like identify who Monica is and then kick her out like she's nothing. Like, damn, she's a powerful woman now.
Yeah.
She's powerful. I loved how scary, like in that moment, like, damn,
Yeah.
I'm actually scared of you right now.
Yeah, and to really introduce that flavor, because again, she's had those moments in the
Like
previous
that Scarlet
two
Witch,
of,
man.
of seriousness, but this was one where I was like, oh no, like I hope she doesn't start to mess shit up right now.
Yeah.
You know, because I feel like she could snap, and I feel like that's.
Hi!
Oh,
Stop! Stop!
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say it. I'm sorry, Vision. I didn't mean it. Insensitive. Snap. What was...
An android died.
Androids are...
Snap, Thanos snap.
People too. I know.
Yeah, what were you talking about?
I don't remember what I was talking about when I said the snap. All I remember is the amazing joke of the snap. Praise for the episode.
The show is great.
It's a good show.
It's
a good
great,
show.
and I'm in
Wanda could snap.
I'm in love with both of them.
I don't want their relationship to dissolve as it will.
Is there anything you don't like about it?
Not yet, really, that I can think of.
It's pretty. Man, like, I'm literally racking my brain of like, what do I not like?
Really well produced. The production designs are great. The cast is great. The cinematography is great. The music, and especially from some of these like MCU mainstay composers, I think the sitcom format gives you a great opportunity to get outside of the normal box of timbres that we work with for these movies.
I love that Marvel launched with this.
Absolutely, man.
Like,
because
I think post Endgame, this is the last thing you do.
Because it's like it's so opposite in that it's like so light and so bubbly and so kooky, but at the same time, I really do feel a sense of huge dread.
Yeah. You know that like, oh, these last few episodes are gonna be nuts. Like, you know that.
Yeah, I'm effortlessly enjoying these right now, and if I come up with some kind of complaint, I'll let you know.
We'll find them.
I'm sure you comment below.
Yeah. I really, really am loving this.
Now we have to wait for the next one.
I guess what I'm blown by is like, I knew it would be good. I even had a feeling it'd be great. And I wanted something weird and different. Like, my mom would always be like, yeah, kind of like how Doom Patrol's like very weird and different. And this is very weird and different, but in a different way than I anticipated, and that's what it's so good. Yeah. But it's like doing everything I expected.
Yeah.
But it's so much more authentically executed, sincerely executed. This is good. This is good. This is really good.
Well, yeah, it's
This
got
is
so
really
many
good.
facets that they have put so much tender love and care into, and they they have executed with such precision. Wow, like their grip on these complex tone shifts. Because this could all be silly because of the sitcom format, you know? Like, some of these dips into reality could not be as seamless as they are in lesser hands, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, props to Matt Shackman for the direction side.
I'll get so pulled in that sometimes I'm not even laughing because I'm so like, wow, this is good.
It's refreshing.
And there's like no action scenes. It's just like it's just really good character comedy mystery. I'm really satisfied with this.
Enthralled.
I'm very satisfied, and I can't wait till next week. All right, guys. Well, WandaVision. How are you loving the show so far, man? Subscribe, click that notification bell, hit the like button, check us out on Patreon. Thank you to Eric and Nerd Chronic. Last but not least, Patron of the Day shout out. Rosa Para.
Rosa!
Now, if there's anyone who's a mom at our Patreon.
Ooh, and has a lot of power.
Yeah. And controls a lot of people.
Oh yeah. You got a lot of outlets. You got a lot of ways to
She's a
disseminate
controlling
ideas,
mom, that
influence people out there in the world, man.
Rose is one of the few people I know that despite the world we were living in and despite having some crazy personal life things to deal with, she kicked a lot of ass in 2020. And I believe she's vaccinated too. Good for you, Rose.
You're the superhero for the new year.
Vaccinated, you're starting to strong
immunity.
start, you got all these things to cover, you're doing so well. Rosa, I know how much of a strong, loving, protective mother you are, so I had to shout you out in this video. Because let's face it, you are the Lady Stark of our Patreon page.
Absolutely.
But I know if we did anything to threaten you from having an opportunity to spend time with your children, you would quickly become the Wanda of our Patreon. Which wouldn't be a bad thing. She's a cool character.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Just as
So-
long as you don't eject us out the side of it, you know, for saying the wrong thing, we're good.
Yeah.
Plot point.
I'm sorry for kidnapping your children.
It was a misunderstanding, but they love
I
it
thought
here.
they were someone else's kids.
Ah, yeah, that's an easy mistake to make. All kids look alike.
They do.
Mm-hmm. You should, like, I don't know, color code them or something.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Josh. Too far.
That's not what I meant. That's not what I meant. Get them shirts with different letters on the front then. Whatever makes it PC.
Yeah. That kid has a brown shirt. This kid has a black shirt. That kid has a yellow shirt.
No! That's... I take no responsibility for where this part of the
We're
joke
talking about shirts, John.
Shirts, yeah, shirts do come in lots of different
Look what you
colors,
did. You ruined
lots of
Rosa's
different
shout out.
patterns. Rosa,
This is why
I'm sorry.
you're a certified critic and we're not.